Hello and welcome to this ONDR Modurol customer handover video. This is video CH99-0 in our series of customer handover videos, and in this video we're going to show you the full length customer handover video in all its sections. There are lots of sections in this video: introduction, security, driving position, driving safety, controls, instruments, climate control, audio system, the phone, navigation, and basic maintenance. If you don't want to watch the whole video, which we're showing here, I have done individual videos for each and every section so you can look at it individually. And so you don't have to go through the whole of this 42-minute video. If you're interested in anything to do with Jaguar XK8, XKR, X100, might I suggest you take a look at our channel, O&DR Modurol.
K Series, the world's most exhilarating and refined sports car. The aim of this video is to introduce you to the more sophisticated features which work for your safety, comfort and convenience. Whether you're a first-time owner or have already experienced the joy of driving a Jaguar, please give your time to viewing the video. And please also be prepared to spend time with your Jaguar sales specialist when you take delivery of your new luxury motor car. This video does not replace the driver's handbooks. Please read them carefully in order to enjoy Jaguar ownership to the full. The XK series is protected by an advanced security system, which includes full engine immobilization, deadlocking, glass braking intrusion sensing, and perimeter sensing. To deadlock the doors and set the alarm, press the lock button on the keyring transmitter twice within 3 seconds. The direction indicators flash twice, and the security system warning light flashes continuously. The engine is immobilized as soon as the key is removed from the ignition. The encrypted code changes each time the key is removed, making illegal scanning virtually impossible. A single press of the lock button locks the doors and sets the alarm, but the doors can still be opened from inside the car. For maximum security, we advise that you always deadlock the doors, except when leaving occupants in the car. The other exception is when you're transporting the car on a ferry and tilt sensing is fitted. The key can be used to lock and arm the car by turning it clockwise in the lock. To close the windows and convertible hood where fitted, hold the key in the lock position. To deadlock and arm, turn the key anti-clockwise, then clockwise within 3 seconds. Press the unlock button on the transmitter once to unlock all the doors and the luggage compartment and disarm the security system. The direction indicators flash twice, and the interior lights switch on for 2 minutes as a security measure. To unlock and disarm with the key, turn it anti-clockwise. A chime will be heard when a door is opened and the alarm will sound within 7 seconds. To disarm it, press the unlock button on the transmitter or turn the ignition key to position 2. To open all the windows and the convertible hood where fitted, first disarm the alarm. Then hold the key in the unlock position. The luggage compartment unlock button is useful if you want to get something out of the boot, having already locked and armed the car. Press the button once to release the boot lid without setting off the alarm, which automatically rearms when the lid is closed. The luggage compartment can also be opened by the remote release switch on the fascia or with the black-headed key with the alarm disarmed. To protect the contents of the boot before handing over the car to a parking attendant, press the valet switch on the fascia and hand over the green-headed key. The valet switch prevents the luggage compartment from being opened by the boot lid button or interior remote release. And the green-headed key operates only the ignition and door locks. The headlamp button on the remote transmitter is designed for your personal security and convenience when parking in a dark area. With the car locked or unlocked, one press switches on the headlamps for 25 seconds or until the key is placed in the ignition. 3 presses within 3 seconds activates the panic alarm if this has been programmed by your Jaguar dealer. To turn off the alarm, put the key in the ignition. As a further personal security feature, the doors and luggage compartment lock automatically when the gear selector is moved out of park. To lock the doors and luggage compartment manually, press either door release lever. Pulling the release lever on either front door unlocks both doors and opens that door. The keyring transmitter batteries can be renewed by your Jaguar dealer at each main service if you notice a decrease in the effective range of the transmitter. The batteries can be changed by following the instructions in the driver's handbook. Your Jaguar has several features to help you tailor your driving position to your personal taste. The front seats are fully electrically adjustable using the switches on the side of the seat cushion. Adjustments can be made before getting into the car with the door open. The seats can also be adjusted with the key out of the ignition within 30 seconds of closing the door. The seats can be moved forwards and back, and the cushions lowered or raised. The seat back can be lowered or raised, and lumbar support can be adjusted by pressing the front of the button to increase, the rear to decrease support. For safety, when the gear selector is not in park or neutral, seat movement is limited to a maximum of 2 seconds. Where fitted, the front seat heaters are activated by 2 switches on the center console. The front seats tilt forward to allow access to the rear seat. Where a manually adjustable steering column is fitted, this can be positioned by 2 levers, for tilt and for reach. Where an electrically adjustable steering column is fitted, use the 4-way switch with the key in the ignition. Forwards and backwards for reach, up and down for tilt. The convenient entry-exit feature makes it easy to get in and out of the car. To select it, move the steering column switch to the auto position. The steering column moves up and away when the key is removed from the ignition, or in position 0 or 1 when the driver's door is open. The steering column returns to its memorized position when the key is reinserted, or when the door is closed and the ignition in position 0 or 1. The interior mirror is electrochromic. It dims automatically to protect against headlamp glare, and clears when light levels return to normal, or when reverse gear is selected. This feature can be switched off with the control on the mirror. The door mirrors are adjusted with the switches in the driver's door. Move the selector towards the mirror to be adjusted, then use the 4-way switch to make your adjustments. Built-in heater elements clear ice and condensation when the heated rear screen is on and the engine running. To assist maneuvering in tight spaces, some models have a power foldback facility, operated by moving the adjust button back with the selector in the center position. There is a delay of 6 seconds before the mirror can be returned to its normal driving position. Manual foldback is fitted on other models. Mirror dipping may also be fitted, giving a clear view of the curb when reversing. The passenger's door mirror can be dipped by moving the mirror adjustment button back with the engine running, reverse gear selected, and the selector switch in the left or right position. The mirror will return to its memorized position when reverse is deselected or the ignition switched off. The driving position memory, where fitted, is ideal if your Jaguar is regularly used by another driver, allowing 2 positions for the driving seat, steering column and door mirrors to be stored and recalled. To store a position, the key must be in the ignition. Adjust the seat, steering column and mirrors to your required position. Then push the memory button. The light in the switch pack will come on. Within 4 seconds, press button 1 or 2 to memorize the driving position. The memory button light will go out and a chime sounds to confirm that your position has been stored. Repeat the procedure using the other button to store an alternative driving position. The previous memory will be erased when a new driving position is entered. To recall a driving position, press and hold the relevant memory button with the key in the ignition and the gear selector in park or neutral. Your Jaguar is fitted with 3-point diagonal inertia reel seatbelts for all occupants. Seatbelts are the most important protection against injury in all types of accidents. They should always be worn, even though your Jaguar is equipped with airbags. On XK series coupe models, the front seatbelts are height adjustable to help ensure a correct fit across the shoulder. All the seatbelts will lock automatically during emergency braking. The driver's airbag is in the steering wheel, the front passenger's behind the fascia panel. Airbags are known to save lives, but certain precautions need to be taken. For safety, you and your front passenger should be seated as far back as is practical. In a severe forward impact, front seatbelt pretensioners tighten the belt as the airbags deploy to position the occupants as securely as possible. The rear seat is the safest place for children. Never fit a rearward-facing child seat in the front. If, in an emergency, you have to sit a child in the front, use only a forward-facing child seat and position the front seat fully back. In the event of an accident, a fuel cut-off switch in the left-hand fascia fuse box will cut power to the fuel pump and ignition, and the doors will unlock. The switch will need to be reset before the engine can be restarted. Full instructions are in the driver's handbook. To give enhanced steering control and stability during emergency braking, your Jaguar has an advanced electronic anti-lock brake system. When ABS is operational, you will feel a pulsing effect through the brake pedal. Continue braking and steering until the maneuver is completed. All XK series models are fitted with automatic stability control, which reduces engine torque to prevent wheel spin. Traction control is also fitted and uses the ABS to brake a wheel that is about to spin, further improving tyre grip under acceleration. Jaguar recommends that you switch off these systems when using snow chains. The right-hand column stalk controls the variable speed windscreen washer wiper system. The first position up is for intermittent wipe. The delay can be varied from 2 to 20 seconds. The next position up is for normal continuous operation, and the next for high-speed operation. Press the end of the stalk for windscreen wash wipe. An automatic drip wipe function performs a single wipe 4 seconds after the wash wipe sequence is completed. Where the rain sensing wiper system is fitted, this is selected by turning to the auto position on the rotary ring with the column stalk in the intermittent wipe position. The wipers will now automatically operate at the correct frequency depending on the level of moisture detected. The system can detect moisture only when raindrops are moving on the screen. So, if you return to your car after rainfall, use the flick wipe to clear the screen before moving off. The wiper system should be switched off completely in a car wash. The headlamp power wash system, where fitted, operates when the headlamps are on and the windscreen wash wipe button is pressed. It directs 2 short bursts, the first to loosen debris, the second to remove it. If the wash wipe button is held, the cycle continues for up to 20 seconds. To conserve fluid, the power wash operates the first time the button is pressed and then every 6th wash wipe. It will not operate if the washer fluid is low. The left-hand column stalk controls the direction indicators, the side lights, and the headlamps. To flash the headlamp main beam, pull the column stalk towards you. To switch on main beam, push the stalk away. To promote active safety, your Jaguar is fitted with an auto headlamps function. This switches the headlamps on and off automatically depending on the light levels, which are monitored by a sensor mounted on the back of the rear view mirror. The feature can be selected by turning the rotary collar to auto. The light sensitivity level can be adjusted by turning the sensor control knob, anti-clockwise to decrease, clockwise to to increase. The front fog lamps can be switched on when the exterior lights are on. The rear fog lamps can be activated only when the headlamps or front fog lamps are on. Interior lights are fitted in the roof console and front footwells. Each light can be switched on independently. For convenience, the lights have a 15-second courtesy delay after closing the doors. The vanity mirror in each sun visor is illuminated automatically when the flap is lifted, except when the sun visor is unclipped to swivel. With the ignition in position 1, both front windows can be controlled from the driver's door switch pack. The front passenger window has an individual switch. Both windows have convenient one-touch down operation. For easy door opening, the windows lower slightly when the door is opened and raise when it's closed. Please do not try to close the door by holding onto or pushing the top of the glass. If the battery has been disconnected, the window travel must be reprogrammed. Full details are in the driver's handbook. The convertible's rear windows can be operated only when the hood is closed. With the ignition key in position 1 or 2, press the rear of the roof switch to lower both windows together. Press the front of the switch to raise them. The windows also operate in conjunction with the hood. The hood can be opened or closed whilst travelling at up to 10 miles per hour. To open, press and hold the rear of the roof switch with the ignition in position 1 or 2. The rear quarter windows open. The front windows open partially. An audible warning sounds and the hood unlatches. When the hood is fully open, the audible warning sounds again and the latch closes. The front windows close. The hood cover can now be fitted. To close the hood, remove the cover and press and hold the front of the roof switch. As the hood starts to move, the audible warning sounds and the latch opens. When the hood is completely closed and latched, the audible warning sounds again and the rear quarter windows close. The front windows close fully. In the unlikely event of the hood mechanism failing to operate, the hood can be closed manually, following the instructions in the driver's handbook. The J-gate selector of your Jaguar's 5-speed electronic automatic transmission is designed to cater for individual driving styles. If you prefer fully automatic selection, the right-hand side of the selector is less cluttered than a conventional selector. For manual selection, the 4th, 3rd and 2nd gears are easy to use on the left side of the gate. The Sport mode caters for dynamic driving, giving extended gear shift points to make full use of the V8's power. To optimize drivability and refinement, the transmission is programmed to select different shift patterns to suit the operation of cruise control and traction control, and driving on gradients. This will temporarily override the Sport or normal modes. An important safety aspect is the gear shift interlock. The ignition key cannot be removed until the gear selector has been moved to the park position. Once the ignition key is removed, the gear selector is locked in park. To move it out of park, turn the ignition key to position 2 or start the engine, then press the brake pedal. Your Jaguar's cruise control system includes the normal speed control functions and also provides adaptive cruise control to help make motorway driving more comfortable and convenient. Normal cruise control functions are operated by convenient steering wheel mounted switches and the on-off switch on the gear selector surround. With the system switched on, accelerate to your desired speed and press the set button. You can increase or decrease the set speed by pressing and holding the set plus or minus buttons. A brief press of the buttons changes the speed in increments of 1 mile per hour, where miles per hour has been selected with the trip computer, or 2 kilometers per hour when kilometers per hour has been selected. If cruise control is cancelled by braking or pressing the cancel switch, a message appears in the instrument pack display. The resume switch restores the memorized speed. Pushing the on-off button erases the set speed from memory. The adaptive cruise control function is a convenience feature, helping to control the distance or headway between your vehicle and the one directly in front. It operates using microwave radar sensing up to a distance of about 130 meters ahead. When the distance between your vehicle and the one immediately in front reaches a preset gap, the system reduces engine power and, if necessary, applies a limited amount of braking to maintain the correct distance. Please take extra care not to place your feet under the brake pedal area, as the pedal will move downwards under the adaptive cruise control braking operation. Adaptive cruise control is not a collision warning system and will not necessarily prevent you from hitting the car in front. It is best suited to main highways with gradual bends and operates between 20 and 112 miles per hour or 32 to 180 kilometers per hour. When you select cruise control, the system defaults to the maximum headway. Press the top switch to select a smaller gap and the lower switch for a wider gap. The actual distance for each gap setting varies with the vehicle speed. A symbol will appear on the message center display to indicate the gap selected. Distance set is based on time, where 1 bar is the minimum, 3 bars equals intermediate, and 5 bars is the maximum. This symbol will also appear when the radar detects a vehicle ahead, and an amber icon on the instrument cluster will illuminate. The system is now in follow mode, using throttle and braking control to maintain the set distance between your vehicle and the one directly in front. The system does not detect stationary objects, for example pedestrians or stationary traffic. If maximum braking level is reached, the message "Driver intervene" appears and there is an audible warning. You should now take avoiding action. Use of the brakes or accelerator instantly overrides adaptive cruise control, and a message appears in the display. When there are no vehicles directly ahead, the system operates in normal cruise control mode. It is imperative you take full advantage of a test drive at your dealership to appreciate the full capability of this system. To apply the handbrake, lift the lever whilst holding in the locking button. When the parking brake is fully engaged, the lever can then be returned to the lower position to allow ease of entry and exit. To release the handbrake, press the locking button, lift the lever fully, and then lower to the off position. 15 warning lights are arranged within the dials of the 2 instrument clusters, red for primary, amber for secondary warnings. Some warning lights have related information displayed in the message center. The message center displays the odometer reading, trip computer data, and warning and information messages. To select message center functions, press the button on the end of the left-hand column stalk. The first press switches from the odometer reading to the trip computer. Further presses let you cycle through the trip computer functions. Warning messages take priority over other information. Messages can be hidden or redisplayed using the clear button on the trip computer switch pack. To select a different language, press and hold the miles kilometer switch whilst turning the ignition key to position 2. Press again to cycle through the languages available, and press the A/B switch to make your selection. The trip computer provides useful travel information for a journey or series of journeys. 2 memories are available, catering for 2 vehicle users or business and leisure use. Press the button on the left-hand stalk control and trip memory A or B will be displayed. To reset, select A or B, press the 000 button and hold for 3 seconds. Press the stalk button again to cycle through trip distance, range, fuel consumption information, and average speed. Data can be displayed in metric or imperial figures using the miles kilometer button. The instruments and switch pack lighting are illuminated automatically when the ignition is in position 2. The lighting level can be varied when the exterior lights are on using the rotary switch on the steering column. Your Jaguar's electronic climate control system is designed for your complete comfort in all weather conditions. To switch on, press the Auto, Defrost, AC or On-Off button. The Auto button provides fully automatic control of temperature, fan speed and air distribution. Jaguar recommends the year-round use of the Auto setting for comfort and to prevent misting. Press the red arrow to increase, the blue arrow to decrease the interior temperature. The high and low settings provide maximum heating or cooling at full fan speed. In the Auto mode, the fans will not operate until the engine is warm, to enhance comfort. With the air conditioning on or off, the rotary knob allows the fan speed to be varied manually, and air distribution can be controlled using the 4 individual switches. With the climate control system off, these switches can still deliver ram air, but without fan assistance. Press Defrost to direct air to the windscreen and side windows at maximum fan speed for rapid demisting. This also switches on the heated front screen where fitted. The heated rear screen can only be switched on with the engine running to prevent battery drain, and this switch also turns on the door mirror heater elements. The recirculation control allows you to exclude unpleasant odours. Press once for 5-minute operation. For continuous operation, press from the off position and hold until 2 beeps are heard. To display the exterior temperature briefly, press the button once. For continuous display, press and hold. The F and C buttons allow temperature display in centigrade or Fahrenheit. Your Jaguar is fitted with a fine quality audio system, which can be operated by convenient steering wheel mounted controls. These can be used to control volume, cycle through radio FM and AM, cassette or CDs using the select control, and enter phone mode by pressing and holding the select control. The seek control can be used to find the next preset radio station or next track. Press and hold the seek control for the next radio station, next CD, or to change the side of the tape. Automatic volume control is among the useful features, raising the radio volume to overcome road noise as the vehicle speed increases. With the radio on, press the volume knob for more than 2 seconds. The display will show AVC on or off. Press the volume control to switch AVC on. Turn the rotary control to choose your level from 1 to 5. Press the mode button to adjust bass, treble, left to right balance and front to rear fade. Turn the volume control to adjust the sound quality. Individual bass and treble settings can be memorized for radio, tape and CD. The Alpine Premium audio system also allows the volume of the rear-mounted subwoofer to be independently adjusted. Press the mode button repeatedly to select this option, and use the volume control to set the level. The sound output can also be optimized according to the number of people in the car. Use the mode button to select this feature, and the volume control to make your adjustments. You can store 9 stations for each waveband by tuning to a station and pressing a preset button for at least 2 seconds. The automatic memory function programs the 9 strongest stations for each waveband simultaneously, simply by pressing the button for at least 2 seconds. Auto memory can also be used to program the 9 strongest RDS stations when RDS is selected. To switch between the auto memory stations and your own presets, press the button briefly. The main benefit of RDS is in helping to find and stay tuned to a chosen radio station. The system picks up signals transmitted on the FM waveband, which allow automatic program tuning, display of the station's identity, up-to-the-minute traffic announcements, program type display, and automatic retuning to your priority program type, for example, News. To select RDS, press and hold the TA button. To select traffic announcements for radio, cassette, CD and the navigation system, briefly press the TA button. For priority program type, press the PT switch, then use the right or left seat controls to make your selection. Insert a cassette and it will automatically begin to play. The cassette player arrow buttons can be pressed briefly to seek to the beginning of the next track, or the beginning of the track being played. Press and hold for fast forward or rewind. Press the Dolby button if you're playing a Dolby noise reduction recording. The CD auto changer is located in the luggage compartment. Discs should be loaded with the labels upwards, taking care not to touch the playing surface. As soon as the CD player is switched on, it goes through a check sequence for each tray, then returns to the last disc played. To play tracks from a selected disc in random order, briefly press the Mix button. Press and hold, and tracks from any disc will be played in random order. A brief press of the arrow buttons skips to the next track, or to the start of the current track. Press and hold for fast forward or reverse. The audio system is protected by an anti-theft security code. If the battery is disconnected, the system will not function until the correct code is re-entered. The code for your radio is listed on the 2 radio security cards supplied with the car. The XK series optional hands-free phone is fully integrated with the vehicle's electronics, enabling it to interface with the audio system and keypad, and the steering wheel mounted controls. The result is an extremely versatile in-car phone that also functions as a fully featured portable in or out of the car. For in-car use, the phone remains stowed out of sight in the center console cubby box. It can be removed mid-call without interruption. The hands-free microphone is discreetly located in the roof console. Incoming calls will switch the audio system on in the phone mode. Press either the select switch on the steering wheel or the phone button on the audio panel to answer the call. To make a call, the audio system must be on. Calls can be made by dialing from the keypad or by recalling numbers from the phone memory. To place the call, press either the phone button or steering wheel switch for at least 2 seconds. Press again to end the call. As you enter the number, the digits are displayed on the radio. Press the clear button to correct a digit. Press and hold to clear the whole number. To access the phone memory, press the memory recall button on the audio system panel. You can then either enter a memory location number from the keypad or scroll through the memory using the keypad scroll keys. The steering wheel control can also be used to step through the memory. When you've selected the number, you can make the call using the send button on the audio system panel or the steering wheel. Press again to end the call. The phone volume can be adjusted from the radio volume control, and this setting is memorized for future phone use. The audio system automatically mutes during a call.
In half a mile, take the 5th roundabout exit. Take the 5th roundabout exit.
The XK series navigation system provides a route to your chosen destination together with voice guidance and map and turn information displayed on the screen. The system uses signals from the global positioning satellites combined with other data to establish the vehicle's position. Digital map information is held on a DVD in the navigation control unit in the luggage compartment. With the ignition on, load the disc with the printed side upwards. Use the eject button to remove a disc. The mode button can be used to set the voice guidance audio output to mute, or to adjust the balance between voice guidance and sound system audio levels. Position 0 gives an equal balance. +3 puts maximum emphasis on the navigation audio level. -3 puts maximum emphasis on the sound system level. Push the on-off control to switch the system on. If the Jaguar screen is displayed, push Enter. The road safety caution screen will be displayed. Route calculation can only be done whilst the car is stationary. Press Enter. The map display shows the current vehicle position. Push the menu button for the main menu and press Enter. The destination menu is then displayed. To input an address, press Enter and the address screen is displayed. This gives you the option of entering the name of the city, the street, or changing region. For example, if your destination is in Scotland and you're currently in England. The street name option is available because if the name is unusual, you may not need to enter the city name. Use the cursor control to select City Name Input, and the character input screen is displayed. Highlight the first character in the city name and press Enter. Repeat for each character in turn. To input a space, highlight Space and press Enter. Only the first few letters of the name need to be entered. As characters are entered, only those needed to complete the name or similar names are shown for ease of use. To delete characters, highlight Delete and press Enter. The last character entered will be deleted. As you input characters, a list of possible cities is displayed. The list reduces in length as more characters are entered, until the required city name appears in the lower text area of the screen. For each city area, the first entry shows the city name only and covers the whole area, minus the districts. The next entries show the city name followed by a district, town, or industrial estate shown in brackets. Highlight the city name and the district if known, and push Enter. The street name input screen is displayed. If you have limited information about the address, use the street name input screen as the start point. As you input characters, a list of possible names is displayed without being classified into road or street. The list reduces in length as more characters are entered. Use the cursor control to highlight your choice and press Enter. The house number input screen is then displayed. Use the cursor control to highlight the first digit of the number and press Enter. Repeat for each digit in turn. When all digits have been entered, highlight Done and press Enter. You don't have to enter house numbers. Instead, you can just press Search to go straight to the road street classification list. This is followed by a list of possible cities or towns. Highlight the town or city, then highlight Done and press Enter. Where your destination is on a very long road or street and no house number is available, use the intersection facility to narrow the search down to the junction of your choice. Highlight the junction, then highlight Done and press Enter. The screen shows the full address input and the setting options available. To confirm the destination, highlight Enter to proceed, then press Enter to calculate the route. The screen shows Calculating. When this is complete, you'll see the guidance screen with the route displayed. You can preview the route using the cursor. Drive off following the voice guidance. Only view the screen when it's safe to do so. Use the repeat button if you wish to hear the last instruction again. Most other functions are inhibited when your car is moving. If you miss a turn, the reroute option allows the route to be recalculated from your current position. If you switch the ignition off, the system remembers and recalculates the route.
In half a mile, take the 5th roundabout exit. Destination is straight ahead.
As you approach the end of your route, destination is shown on the screen and confirmed by voice guidance. After you've arrived, the screen shows the destination address. The system is then ready for further use. A number of route setting options give you extra choice and flexibility. The destination menu allows you to select your route from recent destination points, useful for frequently used destinations. You can also include points of interest and waypoints to tailor the route to your requirements. The route calculation method, accessed from the Setup menu, includes the options of minimizing time, choosing the shortest distance, or minimizing or maximizing motorways. This menu also allows you to switch off the auto reroute function, choose a different language for voice guidance, vary the detail of the voice prompts, and change the screen display mode. Full details of these and the many other useful features are provided in the Navigation Handbook. To open the fuel filler, use the interior remote release with the ignition off. For convenience, the filler cap can be attached to a magnetic plate inside the flap. Please check the driver's handbook for the fueling requirements of your Jaguar. Use of the wrong fuel can require complete replacement of the exhaust catalyst. The spare wheel is stowed in the boot with the jack and toolkit. To be fully prepared for the inconvenience of a puncture, please read the driver's handbook for information on jacking points and the use of wheel chocks. A low-maintenance battery specifically designed for use with the XK series is also located in the luggage compartment. The bonnet release is located below the fascia on the passenger side. Gas-filled struts help to lift the bonnet and retain it in the open position. Items requiring regular checks are clearly identified. The bonnet should be closed by gently and firmly pressing it shut. Jaguar Cars and its dealers want your ownership experience to be nothing but pleasure, so please allow time at the handover and read the literature pack carefully. We wish you many miles of enjoyable motoring.
There you go, all the sections back from the maintenance, navigation, phone, back to the introduction in one big video. If you want to see individual sections, take a look at the individual section videos on our channel. Thanks again to Terry Collins for sharing the video with us, and thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you'd like to see more XK8 videos.